On the windowsill, Gabriela found herself lost in the labyrinth of her thoughts, a space occupied by the imminent reality of completing her studies. The familiar scene of the schoolyard below awakened a mixture of nostalgia and apprehension within her. Her forehead furrowed in concentration, her gaze unfocused as she struggled with an uncertain future. Graduation was no longer a distant event on the horizon. Each day brought her closer, like a monstrous wave ready to sweep her into the world beyond the protective walls of her school. However, despite the countless hours spent reflecting on this inevitable event, Gabriela's path to graduate school remained shrouded in mystery. Her future was an intimidating blank canvas, full of possibilities and unknown challenges. The dream of attending college seemed like an illusion to Gabriela, locked behind the formidable gate of financial restrictions. She lived on a tight budget that barely allowed for the luxuries of daily life, let alone the high cost of higher education. Since her father, Carlos, lost his job as a truck driver, he drowned his sorrows in a sea of alcohol. Carlos and his trucker friends often gathered, seeking solace at the bottom of their empty bottles, trying to blur the harsh edges of reality. Carlos's unstable employment status, which had lasted for over a year, led him to accept odd jobs and sporadic gigs that barely fed his growing alcohol addiction. Gabriela watched with concern as her father sank deeper into this self-destructive routine. She felt powerless, unable to intervene when Carlos was sober. Discussing his drinking problem was out of the question, as she feared the explosive reactions that occurred during his drunken stupors. Her father's vicious cycle, excessive drinking followed by empty promises of sobriety, felt like a broken record, a maddening loop with no end in sight. When the money ran out, desperation led Carlos to sell household items, stripping their home piece by piece. His self-destructive lifestyle not only eroded his health but also the very fabric of their family sanctuary. Gabriela's mother, Laura, fought against the hardships of the situation, trying to balance the bills with the modest resources she received in benefits to supplement her income. Working long hours as a janitor, her salary was enough to cover expenses, especially in a tough economy. Like Carlos, Laura sought temporary refuge in the numbing embrace of alcohol, a crutch to momentarily escape the harsh reality. Gabriela's resentment towards her parents was building up a boiling anger within her. Seeing her mother succumb to the same pitfalls as her father, replacing her loving behavior with a haze of alcohol, was a bitter pill to swallow. Despite her frustration, Gabriela felt a deep sense of pity for her parents. There was a time when they were hard-working coal miners, in an era when life was significantly better. A sense of security permeated their home, filled with smiles and laughter born out of a well-lived life. However, the closure of the coal mine where they worked brought their world crashing down around them. The mine was not just their source of income but also their identity, their sense of purpose. With the collapse of the mine, their lives turned into uncertainty and chaos, leading them to their current state of despair. Gabriela found herself yearning for the old times, for the days when her parents weren't just overwhelmed by their individual struggles. She missed the familial connection they once had, the sense of hope that permeated their home. It was painful to witness her parents lost in their own battles while she herself faced her future with fear and insecurity. However, Gabriela decided that she would not let life's difficulties define her destiny. She was determined to forge a different path, to break the cycle of self-destruction, and build a bright future for herself. With courage in her heart and a flame of hope ignited, Gabriela was ready to face the unknown. She knew that every obstacle would be an opportunity to grow and strengthen herself. Gabriela was willing to share her journey of overcoming, perseverance, and resilience, motivating others with her words and experiences. If you enjoy videos like this, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Stay in the peace of the Lord until the next video.